Alright guys, what's going on? We're back again with yet another video. And today what we have is a brand new pair of New Balances. And these New Balances are actually different than most of the ones that we reviewed lately in the fact that they are not actually related to Action Bronson. They're just a completely different collab, which is great. It's great to see new brands taking a stab at the New Balance lineup because New Balance has been really killing the game lately. I personally don't really wear them, but I can see why people like them for sure. We're just gonna jump in right here. These are the New Balance 1906R Whitaker Group Willful Bias in the steel blue colorway. Quite the mouthful to pronounce and to say the entire name of the shoe, but fortunately I got it down pat. There's also a sand dune colorway, which I'll put a picture of right here. It's a different colorway, but the same thing. And the inspiration behind the shoe is the willful bias of the justice system against African American and other minority groups. So if you're into that kind of stuff, that is definitely a great message and a great cause to make a shoe in the name of. And yeah, there's two colorways. The Whitaker Group is also responsible for making the A Ma Maniere line of shoes, social status. So the Whitaker Group definitely has some major leadway in the industry. They got a lot of stuff going on. I think this is the first time I've had a New Balance Whitaker collab in hand. Jumping into the lateral side of the shoe right here, as you can see, you got the turquoise end, which stands out a lot. Other details include a gray upper, mostly gray upper. You got orange right here and some navy on the TPU on the back of the shoe, but mostly gray. We got three different shades of gray. We got the darkest gray on the toe area. We got a slightly lighter gray right here, and then the mesh netting is the lightest gray out of the three gray shades. And then we got N lock on the N. It's written out. That must stand for some sort of technology that New Balance uses. You got NB on the tongue for New Balance. You got some mesh perforation holes right here on the medial side to allow for some breathability into the shoe in the hot summer. On the insoles, actually the insoles were taken out of the shoe by my trainer. So right here we got these red insoles, which actually are really cool. They're like a salmon pink / red, and they do have like some, I guess, I don't even know, some sort of historical figures on them possibly. Maybe some, yeah, this one looks like it represents like the justice system, and this one maybe because his eye is covered, some inequality that happened or is still happening. Turquoise laces, I just realized I completely forgot to show you guys the box, but it's a pretty simple NB New Balance logo box. Size tag right there, nothing much to talk about. Both sides of the shoe are basically the same, the left and the right. And I just realized that on the logo it's actually not an NB, it's a WB, which stands for Whitaker, I believe. And then you got N on the front right here, N right there. So overall, this colorway is very interesting. I wouldn't know that it's a collab just by looking at it. Because it doesn't really have any distinctive details, branding, or anything like that, unless you look really closely at the tongue. That is cool. I think it's a good shoe to just wear out, maybe on a hike and just beat them up. They probably look pretty okay beat. On the midsole, we do have this dark blue and then an even darker blue on the outsole. Pretty grippy traction pattern. This shoe looks pretty comfortable, steady, and great on feet. If I had to guess, Definitely go true to size. Don't go up in sizing on New Balance shoes because they always run a little bit big. So true to size will definitely fit you fine. Quality materials, honestly nothing crazy, but nothing bad either. Like definitely has some squish to it. The midsole is hard, but that is part of the deal with this shoe. This shoe is not meant to be squishy. It's meant to be more of like a stable shoe. So the 1906 is usually named the 1906R, but these are the 1906 U's, and I think that it's just a slightly different silhouette. I think it's a cool silhouette. I haven't really seen much of it, but I'm glad to see New Balance trying out some new stuff and experimenting with their line a little bit. Right here on the laces, we got some dark navy blue laces, which are, pretty cool. I think the other ones are actually better though. I think these would go better. One interesting thing about this shoe is that the M logo actually has laces going through it, so you can tighten up the area around your midfoot, furthering the need to go true to size on the shoe. Overall, it's not going for any resale value. They bricked pretty aggressively, but I do think it's a cool shoe. I wouldn't wear it because it seems hard to wear, on top of just being kind of a weird shoe that I don't care too much about, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. I like to keep it 100. But listen, I do like the shoe. It's a fine shoe, and it's just one of your average bricks. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching. Hats off to the Whitaker group, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.